I didn't have the mics on. Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, Late Night Green, Late Night Edition, and we got a good one for you tonight. What's going on, Mr. Todd?
Man, I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cold out here in Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we hanging in there, chilling. You know
Just
what I mean?
chilling?
Chilling and dealing.
Do you have any comments on any of that?
Here we go!
Well, you know, I knew you had to do it.
I mean, I had to, man.
The game is over. You know what I'm saying? It's over right now.
Well, all right. So you don't want to talk about it. That means
No,
that
it's all good. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? We wasn't shit this year.
Yeah.
See y'all next year.
Okay.
All right, it's a good attitude.
So I'm just the only reason I'm asking is because last time at the last show I said, "Are you willing to admit that?" And I was saying that the Eagles and the Cowboys are not winning the Super Bowl this year. Are you willing to say that? I'm already willing to say that.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be in all fairness and honesty. I'll say that the Eagles still have a chance, even though it's not the best percentage. I think they still got a shot because they're the defending champs. And
So we just can't agree.
well, I'm trying to give you the props. They still landed.
You don't
He's
need
trying
to give me the
nice.
props. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
well, I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
Okay, you wouldn't put good money on.
I
that
won't put
shit.
good money on
All
that.
right, so there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That answers the question.
That's what's up.
All right, so you know what, man? Me and the Todd Father come to agreement. Welcome to the show, Bill.
Thanks, Phil. Always
How are you?
appreciate it. Always good to be here.
Yeah, we love having you, and we got some news for you guys tonight. But you know, one of the things that I want to talk about real quick, if you guys are joining us, number one. Welcome to all the new viewers. We've got a bunch of new subscriptions over the last few days, and we have a special one that we're going to talk about. If you guys are just joining the show, what I am going to do real quickly is tell you what to expect this evening. So we've got some funny stuff that we're going to do. We're going to honor one of our very important subscribers here in a minute, which is very important. We've got some really funny stories. We're going to talk about, also tonight, we're going to talk about this whole descheduling, the imminency of descheduling, rescheduling. I want descheduling, but we're going to get potentially rescheduling.
Baby steps.
And you know, one may need to happen in order for the other one to kind of happen, but we'll talk about that. We've also got some stories for you guys tonight about the U.S. Supreme Court. We're going to talk about marijuana legal access as it relates to people taking themselves out of the world. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. I think we have to be careful when we say that. We're going to talk about why old school cannabis genetics matter, which kind of flows into what we were talking about over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And then there's a kids online safety bill that we're going to talk about, and the hypocrisy of some of the things that come with that.
It's all good stuff, though.
Excuse me. We also have strain of the day as well. But the first thing that I want to do, guys, tonight is, strain of the day is, you want to put that back up, Jeff? Showing everybody, it's peanut butter breath.
Yes.
So that's exciting. Well, and we're going to go, and guys, if you didn't see the last episode, we're going inside the bud again tonight. Mr. Todd's going in tonight. So I get to stay here tonight. I'm excited about that. But it was fun being inside the bud. You're going to enjoy it. It's a different type of experience.
Right, the old shrink-a-dink machine.
Shrink-a-dink machine, and you know, it's you're in it, baby.
Hey, it's good to go inside.
Let's
It's
get
good
small.
to go inside.
Sure.
So, are you going to be able to tell us about the bud from inside, or do you need one of us to be able to do that, be prepared to do that for you?
Well, you know, we'll see. I might be able to tell you about it from inside. You
Okay.
know, but I can leave you guys info out here as
Well,
well.
you're very talented if you can do that, because I
Personal.
felt like when I was inside the bud, I was just very taken up.
Well, your brain gets shrunk down.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of it.
Yeah.
We'll try it out. See what
All right,
happens.
we'll see what happens.
If anyone could do it.
All right, so the first and foremost, after we, you guys know what's going on for tonight, but first and foremost, what we want to do is honor one of our subscribers, because it was brought to my attention that we know who the exact 420th subscriber on our channel is.
Sweetness.
How cool is that?
And Jeff, I'm going to ask you to put the other one up first before this one, and then this one, if you can. Yeah, perfect. We did a couple of, one of the things we do when we honor somebody. So I just want to give a shout out to @Berserker71. He is our 420th subscriber. That's immortal. It will be like that forever. He's connected to us. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He's that guy.
420 man.
420. Berserker 71.
Yes!
Shout out to you.
Shout out, brother. 420th monumental subscriber. And we also have one more for you. Let's play that one as well. My favorite.
Everybody put your hands up for Berserker 71! This is incredible.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah, you know what? It's so good. Play it again. We want to see that
that's
again.
really
It's
good.
really
Put
good.
your hands up for Berserker 71!
Man, I gotta tell you, thank God for AI. Thank God for you, Berserker,
Absolutely.
71, for being our 420th subscriber.
And he's the one who pointed it out, too. That's fantastic.
We appreciate you, brother. That is awesome, man. That is awesome.
So the next big one's 710?
Yeah, I guess the next one is 710. We'll honor that one in immortal history. So let's get going.
Start subscribing.
Let's get going. All right. So one of the things that there's some funny things that I have found, over the weekend and in, yesterday and stuff. So, I work with the editing team, and we put
Right.
together. So one of the things that I don't know much about this. I think it's a visual thing, but in China, the waitresses and the waiters, they dance.
Oh,
And they dance like it's not like a dance club, and it's not like a strip club. It's none of that. It's like a restaurant where you go and eat food.
okay.
So it's a food place, and there's families and shit there and stuff.
and the
Sounds
waiters,
cool, man. Sounds cool.
waiters and waitresses just they come down the aisle like carrying your food and
Well, I think the best way to do this is to just show you. So I'm going to ask the control room to gather our. Well, let me just show you what it looks like. How do you like this? We're keeping the music down so we don't get a copyright. Keep it low, Jeff. Even lower.
so it's not while they're serving.
Well, it is. Now, this particular girl was like seated at a table, so she's like either famous and she's good, like I don't know. They got her to do Hey, pause for a second. Pause. Listen, Jeff, turn that sound off, or I'm going to get like a copyright on this.
So it's kind of like a little entertainment there. Huh?
Yeah.
So this is like, yeah. See, just take the sound off of any of these videos. There you go.
They used to do something like this at Johnny Rockets, didn't they? Do you remember Johnny Rockets?
Yeah, but they weren't. Yeah, that's our
There you
music.
go. Wait for the last one.
Yeah, the best is yet to come, guys.
So this is all very well practiced, isn't it? They're not
Yeah.
just
I guess the interview process is good. I guess, you know, got to be qualified.
All right. Look at this. So pause for a second.
so you're sitting there eating your
Yeah.
noodles.
So pause.
Where's my food?
So, so imagine that you're at I don't know, let's just say Red Robin, for example. You're going out, you want to get some burgers and stuff. You got your kids and stuff, and then like you got some of that going on. Now, you know, we had other ones, and there's more of these, and we could play more of them, but they're very sensual.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting, so I just figured let me throw this out here and
Yeah.
see what you guys think about this shit.
Interesting, right? I wouldn't want to have that at every dinner.
I mean, she was shaking her tail right up on the fried rice and shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, so I think it depends on, you know how you feeling, and who's going.
I think it's if it's 3:00 in the morning and I'm at the Mayfair Diner eating fried eggs. Yeah, I would.
You like that
I would have the
entertainment?
show, yeah.
But what if it was those guys doing it? Would
Yeah,
you still be
no,
okay with that?
I wouldn't be as enthusiastic.
And nobody wants the guys, right?
No,
Well, I guess the women do.
But you
even
know,
women don't want to see men dance.
play that last Jeff. Play that last one again, where she's dancing at the table, and the people like. I want you to look at the people's responses and stuff because they don't know what to do. Like they don't know what to do with it.
Well, it's a woman at the table.
Uh huh.
I'll have what she's having.
Right.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
Hey,
depending
now.
on what mood you're in, right?
Hey now.
And well, anyway, I thought that was interesting. I don't know if you guys thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting.
Would you go?
Yeah, of course I would. Why not? It's an experience.
Yeah,
True.
But there are times where you want to go out to dinner, man. You just or you get your kids with you, and you probably that's probably not the thing to do, man.
Yeah,
Right?
depending on the age. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't imagine this is at every restaurant, right? So you went to this restaurant for this reason, is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
but see, I'm not sure about that, Bill.
Really?
And the reason I say that is because, yeah, this is like a trend. So this is happening at all types of different restaurants.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's a specific type. I think this
Okay.
is like this is a trend that's going
Okay.
all over.
That's interesting.
Yeah, TikTok. So we didn't play the music since we didn't get in trouble. But, you know, in the light of, you know, and we're kind of fresh right off of this right now. You remember this?
Well, of course we do.
All right, so we're fresh off of this, and I found a few more crazy ass Bob Barker AI videos.
Oh.
And I thought this shit was funny as hell. So
Okay.
we've got a couple of these. I'll go ahead and ask the control room to. The first one is Diddy and Bob Barker.
Okay.
All right.
It's one a lifetime supply of
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one, right? Now, this one is less tasteful, but I fell out on this shit. I thought this shit was funny as fuck. And here it is, you know, Bob doing his thing again. All right, go ahead and play it.
All right, Karen, if that scale says less than 300 pounds, the trip behind that curtain is yours. Back up, Karen. Hold on. Are you all right?
I'm glad that was Bob Barker and not Bob Darker.
I'm so
shit.
glad that we're not responsible for that shit.
You know,
I did not see that coming.
Bob Darker don't need that.
Yeah, that's just funny as fuck, right?
Oh my God.
We're going to get some hate mail out there.
We might be going to hell. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Who knows? We might be going. All right. So if that wasn't enough, we got to deal with this one. So I don't know. I don't even know. Like, you guys are going to like. So this one here involves a lady who went to Albertsons. You know what Albertsons is? It's a grocery store.
Right.
We don't have them around
don't have
here.
'em here.
It's like an
But
Aldi
you know
kind of
what the
thing?
fuck I'm talking about. Where you guys know. So she went to Albertsons, and evidently somebody farted in her face and stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Right? It happens.
It happens.
Well, here's the story. We'll and control room, be prepared to stop. We're going to stop along the way. I got to see what these guys think about this. This shit's crazy. Go ahead and play it.
It's fresh because it just happened. But my wife and I just went to the grocery store right by our house,
Oh my God.
just to buy like junk food and stuff, you know, because we're really tired. Just wanted some sweet treats. And we were walking down an aisle, and there were like two guys that walked up next to us. You know, Peyton like walked away. My wife walked away for just a second, and they were like snickering to themselves or something. And like I didn't really think much of it, so I'm just looking at the candy aisle trying to decide what candy I want. And he walks by and gets like inches from me and just rips one, like farts like this far from me. That's disgusting to say. I can't even believe I'm having to say this, but he did.
All right, pause. All right, so
Okay.
So
So-
traumatized.
she's pretty traumatized over this. And, like, you know, listen.
Is it real trauma or is it just drama?
Well, first of all,
Seriously.
well, let's start from the beginning, okay? If you got farted on in your face, is your first inkling to go make a fucking video about it?
Not at all.
Okay. It's not something you're going to do, right?
Not at all.
Yeah. How about you, Bill?
I'd probably call my buddy up and say, dude, you're not going to believe what just happened.
Right. But what you wouldn't do is make a video about it to
No.
tell the world how
No.
upset you are because you need attention. Because you clearly need attention. But not only does she need attention, she needs extra fucking special attention because this is really traumatizing. So continue the video because it's not
And
over yet.
about that time, Peyton walked up, like didn't witness what happened, but like seconds later, and I'm like upset, and I follow after him, and I was like, "Is there a reason? You were just so disrespectful to me."
She likes smelling farts. She
Here.
follows the trail.
And
I would think her wife would walk up thinking she farted.
I've never felt so dehumanized.
Not only did he fart on her, when she confronted him, he said, "Just walk away, you fucking bitch." And apparently a girl, wonderful lady who stood by, witnessed the whole thing, said they walked around the corner to her aisle away from us and called us fucking gay bitches.
Right before
Pause.
I walked up. So he
So what do you think?
So is that the real cause of the video?
That's what I'm thinking, right?
That they got an agenda?
I'm thinking that's probably the biggest cause of it. But like, you know, what are you like? You're the fart police, and now you're gonna basically fight against the injustice. She chased the farter around the fucking store. It seems like
That's probably why he got angry, right? Why he said what he did.
Yeah. She should be busy trying to find a scar for that big ass forehead. That bitch needs to stay focused.
Well, so there's another unbelievable part of the story that comes up here. And Jeff, if you want to say
more,
yeah, there's more. If you there's a little bit more, because go ahead, play the video.
Calls me. He's like, just go away, you fucking bitch. You were staring us down. You were staring us down. And I was like, I was looking at the candy. What are you talking about? And he's like, we saw you staring us down. And I was like, no one was staring at you. And then Peyton was like, hey, just let's go. And I was just about to turn. And he goes, yeah, just get out of here, bitch. And then he goes, bitch, like
Pause.
with both of his hands up here and kept.
Wait, he
Well, how
went
old is she?
na-na-na-na-na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how old is she?
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is that?
Who does that? Who does that?
Which part? Na-na-na-na-na?
Yeah, that part. I can imagine
it's
they
like-
called her a bitch or something. That's like okay,
Right.
but who does this shit?
Was this guy like 12 years old or something?
Who
Did
knows?
she have a confrontation with a 12-year-old?
Well, but she's got a 12-year-old mind, so this is not going well for either party, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the kicker, the whole thing comes up next. Play it out.
Calling me these names, right? So at this point, I don't feel safe. So I walk away. This lady who witnessed
Of course not, you're
everything,
not
she
safe.
walked away with us, and we go to customer service. And this is Albertsons, putting y'all out there. This is Albertsons, by the way.
Pause.
And go to.
So not only is she the fucking fart police, okay? This bitch. Not only is she the fart police, but then she's going to go to Albertsons and give Albertsons. She's now giving Albertsons a hard time. Did Albertsons fart in her face?
No.
A customer farted in her face.
And then she follows this guy and then says she don't feel safe.
And she's confronting him. She's confronting him and doesn't feel safe.
Right.
Because that's the line to go to.
Oh, yeah, that's the line.
When you've crossed the line, that's the line to go to.
Yep.
While somebody farted in your face, you chased them around like the fart police around the store.
And now you don't feel safe.
You don't feel safe. You got yelled at. Some guy did this na shit, and then at the end you go to Albertsons and blame them for getting farted on.
I think we should start a write-in campaign, have Albertsons change their entire air handling
All right.
status.
I'm done with her control room. You can come back to us. And I guess what I'm saying here is this is crazy, man. You can't blame a store because someone farted in your face. That's crazy. So anyway, I thought you guys would enjoy that. And so I don't know how we transitioned from a man farting in this woman's face to talking about the rescheduling, but somehow that's the way this show was laid out. That's the way this show was laid out, guys. So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's switch gears here real quick. And Bill, as you know,
Yes.
as Sunday was developing, we started to get a lot of chatter about this is imminent. And what we're talking about, guys, is the rescheduling of cannabis under the Controlled Substance Act. So what we're talking about is on Sunday, we started to hear a lot of rumors. This
Lot of
could
buzz.
this could come as early as Monday. This could come as early as Monday. This could come as early as Monday. And so that's kind of what happened. And then it didn't happen.
Right.
So the story here is that it didn't happen, and I guess what we need to do is kind of figure out, why, right? That's kind of what we're talking about.
So there's a lot of speculation on that as well.
There is, and so, guys, I'm just pulling up my my notes, if I may, because, I fucking need notes.
Notes are good. I got notes.
So basically, what people were expecting in terms of the rescheduling, it didn't happen. The delay's not a failure, okay?
Right.
But what it does is it's informative to us, and it tells us, like, maybe kind of might be telling us what could be happening behind the scenes. So So I guess, when people are expecting something, is it something that is just leaked as a
Sending out a balloon.
yeah, I mean, is it really something where somebody got some inside information, or is the government test floating, like you said, a balloon to kind of see, well, what's the reaction? What's the
Exactly.
reaction of the market? What's the reaction? Well, the reaction of the stock market was actually quite favorable.
Is that right?
So,
I didn't
yeah,
hear that. Okay.
So, in some of the futures and early trading, even on Sunday, they saw pumps on the cannabis stocks, and that flowed into Monday, figuring that Trump does a lot of his afternoon announcements or, his type of thing, but it didn't come.
Okay.
And so what we need to talk about tonight is, perhaps, what happened? Like, why didn't it happen? What's it mean? It could mean that, there's further reviewing. They could have test floated the idea to see what the reaction was.
That sounds reasonable.
There could have been additional legal vetting because this is a highly complicated legal topic,
Right.
and it involves, then you throw hemp into it, and it does get even more complicated. Or perhaps they're just trying to get the formalities of the announcement and things put together, perhaps. So, there's no story here. We're just kind of playing this in the background as we talk here, just to kind of give a visual. But, this isn't, one of the things that I want to try to clarify is that, a lot of outlets are reporting that this is an executive order.
Right.
And it's really not technically an executive order. What it is, it's an executive direction that comes under the authority of this Controlled Substance Act, that all of these classifications, I think it came out in the early 70s, where, the Schedule 1,
right.
and so forth. So what under that provision, the executive branch of our government has the opportunity to direct other government agencies to do certain things.
Right.
And the rescheduling of cannabis is one of them. But it doesn't solve any of these issues permanently, and it doesn't. It's not law. It's not changing the law per
Right.
se. And you could write a cannabis bill that does change the law, but it's going to require Congress to do so.
Right.
And so, yeah. And again, this isn't terribly clear, but what you guys will see here, Jeff, what are we looking at here? Can you talk into the mic real quick, or turn your mic on? I believe this is the process that things go through.
This is just showing the stages.
I don't know what
It
we-
looks like from left to right, we're
I
going
can't read
from
it.
past to future.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
you got President Biden instructs AG initiatives to schedule for schedule review, and that was October of 2022.
And then there has to be a recommendation, and
I
then we're
don't
at the
know.
next
Yeah, I can't
step
see it.
where it
Hey,
shows
whatever.
the yellow.
It's too damn small, but
and it shows
but
all
bring
these
it back
other
to us.
steps we have to get through before we
basically it's
actually get to
process.
reschedule.
That's kind of what this graphic's showing. You can come back to us, Jeff. But first of all, if this whole thing was simple, right? If this was simple, it'd have been done already.
Sure.
It is not simple. There's a lot of different people with a lot of different interests, and I think that creates delays. It's been going on, the early conversations have been going on for 3 years about the rescheduling. We've done numerous stories on rescheduling.
Right.
We've gotten stories about how the DEA had looked at it and gave initial reviews and said that, hey, this is something that we can probably work with or live with.
Sure.
Maybe is a better way to say it. So,
Well, one agency says we're going to reschedule it. Another agency says, well, that's going to impact this, this, and this. So tap the brakes, and we got to examine
it
what
does.
that's going to be.
And it bounces back and
Exactly.
forth, which
Right.
it creates time.
On and on again.
It goes on and on and on. So, so one of the things that, there are folks that are going to win in this thing, and there are others who aren't really going to feel any of this.
Right.
So let's start with the ones who aren't going to feel anything. And the most important is most likely us, the consumers.
Exactly.
This doesn't change anything with, how the states handle things. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's still federally illegal.
Right.
It's still on that Controlled Substance Act, whether it's this schedule or that schedule. All we're saying is in this rescheduling is it does have medicinal value, and the people it benefits are researchers. It handles these large cannabis companies because there are the ability for them to have banking regulation reform.
That's big. That's the biggest one, probably.
Big, but not completely solved by it, right? It's so it moves it in a better direction, but it doesn't solve it. Excuse me. Who else? And so, from a tax perspective, these guys, they get taxed more than normal businesses. That's number one. And then they don't have the opportunity to take deductions off of those because the government or the state, in many cases, wants the taxes on the top line revenue. They don't want that to be a lower number from expenses being, taken against it. So, the breakdown, large operators and MSOs, I mean, they're waiting for their tax relief. It's the 280E. Small operators, they want relief. They fear consolidation.
Yes.
Investors, they hate uncertainty. They want clarity. Pharma benefits from Schedule 3 regulatory structure with all the researching, so it allows them to start going to town if they choose to. And there are folks right now saying that the control of cannabis won't land in big pharma's hands. But
I hope not.
And I hope not. But what they're not saying is it won't land in big tobacco. I hope not. I hope not as well. Hemp-derived THC businesses are closely watching. I mixed that
Starting
up.
to sound like me,
right? So they're kind of watching closely, but they have another issue to deal with, whether where's hemp going, because the descheduling, or I say descheduling, the rescheduling of cannabis doesn't necessarily change any of the things that are going on with hemp. So they're kind of still in flux.
Their future's crazy. Yeah.
The states, they sit back and they wait on seeing, well, what's the government going to do? There's a hard way to tackle it, which is, on your own in the state, or you can basically run under the cover of the federal government. If the federal government gets their act together, you can just say, hey, it doesn't matter, the government did it, so we'll do it, and then who's going to say shit at that point? So all these different people have all these different interests in it. And at the end of the day, what we really need is real reform. Real reform is going to come from Congress. It's going to be.
Right.
It's probably not going to happen under Trump. I don't see it happening under Trump.
Really? You don't think so? I mean, we've gotten closer than we've ever been before under Trump.
All right, well, let's see what Trump has to say.
Is it accurate that you are considering an executive order to reclassify marijuana under the control?
We are considering that, yeah.
Are you planning?
Because a lot of people want to see it, the reclassification, because it leads to tremendous amounts of research.
And money.
Yeah, he wants the money angle.
Yeah.
But it doesn't address a lot of stuff.
Right.
Doesn't address home grow, doesn't address all kinds of stuff.
But like you were saying
and it's
before,
really not. I mean, he wants you to say it's executive order. It's easy to say executive order because he can take credit for it, but it really isn't an executive order. It's built into the Controlled Substance Act for the executive branch to be able to step in and make changes through the agencies that do that. So you call it what you want.
But if he tries to push it through as an executive order, then the issue we have is the next president can undo it.
That's right.
But what we really want to have done is Congress
lasting change through law,
a more permanent solution.
Yeah, and there are people and there are experts in the industry that say you need this step in order to take that next step, which is the descheduling of cannabis.
Right.
That's kind of where we all want to see it. I know that's where you want to see it, and you want to see it. I want to see it there. And, do I personally think that we can't go from where we are to the promised land? I kind of would like to think we could, but it makes more sense that we have to take steps along the way.
Yes.
And so that's kind of where we are with that. Let's see here. So we talked about what Schedule 3 actually does and what it doesn't do. So it acknowledges medical use.
Right.
And before I say that, people are saying that this is like the biggest thing to happen to cannabis in 50 years. And really it is, but it's not as big as we would hope that it could be or should be.
It's not the bomb.
It's not the bomb.
Not yet.
But it is big news. And if it happens, it is what it is. I mean, it's a step forward, whether you like it or not. It does move the needle.
Right.
So removes cannabis from Schedule 1. So there's, it acknowledges the medicinal value. It ends the 280E tax punishment, which is what a lot of companies face federally, and it opens these research pathways. What it doesn't do is it's not legalization. We talked about that. It's not descheduling. We talked about that. No automatic releases or expungements for people who are in jail or anything like that. Doesn't do that. So, something that has the medicinal value or seen as risky as perhaps steroids now, if it does get changed,
right,
doesn't allow people who are, like we talked about, sitting on death row for some nonviolent cannabis charges. It doesn't open up any type of interstate commerce, which is such a big part of moving the industry forward. It does not do that. And there's no overnight retail changes. So anything that you have now outside of the things that are changing next year with hemp is going to remain the same.
Right.
And so
it's a nothing burger.
It really is, in a way. It helps balance the sheets faster than it helps people, right? It's more financial than it is for consumers. Yeah. And so as we talked about, when we talked about executive action versus law, that's exactly what we talked about. We need law. Executive action could be temporary, just like Bill said. And if someone shoots Trump, right, and J.D. Vance gets in and he sees it differently, it could change that quickly.
Exactly. Yeah.
That quickly. Let's see. Is there anything else that I did not hit on that I think are important?
Bill's got a whole list. Do you have a copy of that list? Yeah. Wow.
No, I think the delay is the story, right? It was the story the other day was the imminency of it, and now it's the delay. And what's that delay mean? It could mean anything.
Could mean a lot.
Could mean a lot of different things. All right, so I think we're good there. What I'm going to do real quick is check to see if we've got any comments. Shout out to Will Riley. Is there on Will O'Reilly?
Oh, that's my son.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out. Hey,
was he?
Shout out.
He making a comment?
He
hey,
did.
boy.
He said, my late night smoke show. Let's go. Damn, I'm going to unsubscribe and resubscribe for 710. And he said, women don't want to see you dance, Pops.
Are you kidding?
No dancing.
Well,
no dancing.
I will tell Will.
All right, Will.
Stay tuned, because you're gonna see something that you're not even going to believe yet before it's all over.
Is Joe watching? I hope Joe's watching too.
Shout out. All right, so that is over. Let's see if there's anything else. No, let's do that. So, all right, guys. So that's what's going on with the rescheduling. When we come back from commercial, we're going to get a commercial ready right now. But when we come back from commercial, we are going to show you guys and talk about this. We had this meme story about going to Honolulu. Well, that kind of went crazy.
That Maui Wowie.
That went crazy over the weekend, and we kind of promised that we would do it. So we did. So when we come back from commercial, guys, we're going to show you the whole Maui Wowie deal. We also have the news and strain of the day that we will hit as soon as we come back at a commercial. And, my damn... All right, so, Jeff, I'm going to ask you to control our audio out here for the commercial.
Marijuana is huge.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on Cloud 9 by the time you leave.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the big end.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
I just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up.
Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
Hey, I'm OG Ganja Goddess, and you're watching Cough Country TV. Peace.
This is Chef Marvin Jane, and you're watching Cough Country TV, live from New York.
Commercials, we appreciate that. Some announcements here real quick. This Friday, new episode, Canologists. I believe it premieres Friday, 7 p.m. I believe that's the case.
Do we have a sneak peek of what he's mixing up this week?
No, but I will tell you this. We will have a sneak peek on Thursday.
Okay.
Because it comes out on Friday. So we got that. Also announcing that we are doing the Christmas special, the Christmas extravaganza, this coming Thursday at 10 p.m. This coming Thursday, live, Late Night Green. We're going to be in Christmas mode.
It's going to be a green Christmas.
It's going to be a green Christmas. I don't know if we've got the Santa charm message control room. All right, no worries.
Yo, are we going to have? We're going to be diverse this year. Can we have a woman Santa?
Say again.
Can we have a woman Santa this year?
Wow.
No, we have Santa Char. Hey Jeff, did you hear me the whole time? I was muted out here. Just like since we came out of commercial. All right, hopefully everybody heard me. But if you didn't, welcome back. Just to let you guys know, Canologist coming out, new episode this Friday night at 7 p.m. on the Canologist and on Cough Country TV. We also have the special coming up, the Christmas special, this Thursday, 10 p.m. We've got Steve, the Canologist, who's going to be here. He's going to be making us some drinks.
Yeah.
We've got Pat from Infused Philly, who's going to be bringing us all types of infused snacks and lemonade. So we got drinks galore. We got snacks coming in. And
should order my Uber right now.
And then we got Santa Char. And Santa Char was with us last year. He'll be back. He's the pot-smoking Santa that everyone wishes came to their house, basically.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting, right?
He better come to my house.
Well, Santa Char said if you're good, he'll take care of all of us.
I'll be real good. Bring that big old sack over.
Yeah, bring the bag. Santa Char, if you're listening, make sure you bring the big sack for the Todd Father. He needs it.
Todd Father wants a big sack.
Wrote my list. Got all my nuggets down.
He wants a big sack, baby. All right. So what we're going to do is we did this meme that's going viral everywhere about going back to Honolulu just to get my Maui Wowie. And so I'll ask the control room to show us the OG one. And then that's not the OG one. Do you have the OG one with the guy, the actual artist? All right. All right, reset that one. Go ahead, reset that one, and then go ahead and play it. I'm not hearing the audio.
Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie.
All right, so you guys get the gist of it. Everyone's singing it. We can't stop singing it. It's all like in your head. You'll be singing it in the shower tomorrow.
I made a mixtape.
But we told you guys that we would do this if we got some serious viewage on this over the weekend, and we got some serious viewage over the weekend on it. So what I'll ask the control room to do now is, I'm going to go first. And if you could cue up the fact that I did this, here it goes.
Philly Phil.
Play the video.
One-handed.
Look, he's smoking that Maui Wowie.
Well, how did I do?
You did good, man.
I did good.
Hanging on, baby.
I did good. And, Bill did it as well.
I took a run at it.
That's the Bill.
I hope Will's watching, but let's see let's see Bill.
He hanging on.
I lip sync off cue.
Yeah, he did a very good job.
The Hawaiian sun getting to him.
Yep. Now
that's the Florida sun.
Now we got Mr. Todd. He did it a little bit too. You want to see him doing it?
Oh God!
Here we go.
Right, here we go.
Oh my God! we gonna redo them.
So we got one more, and our main man Jeff in the control room that
Hide that in the control room,
mixing this shit up, making this show happen.
There he goes.
There you go.
Look at it! Look.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go. Jeff in the house, boy.
Bringing it.
Yeah, macking that, right? So listen, I thought we did pretty good, and Lindsay's not out of it. Like she has to do it when she's back.
We'll do a retake.
Yeah.
You want to do
you? Oh, you want to do?
We're gonna redo it.
Oh, you don't like yours?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just gonna redo it. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
mine's so fucking good. I don't know if I could do it that.
Well,
good
you the man
again.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
But to be fair, like Phil, I'm sorry. Todd walked in the door, and you were told hop up on the bar. Let's go.
I didn't know what's going on.
Yeah, had no idea.
Well, this is what happens when you get here late.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So it is time for the news, Bill.
Time for the news, Phil, and I got to tell you, everyone down in the newsroom's talking around the water cooler about today's stories because
they are.
Oh, did you get down to the newsroom?
I don't get there that often.
The guys are all they're hanging
out. There's a whole newsroom
down on second floor. Yeah,
right.
But everyone's sitting around the water cooler. Todd, they're all talking about these news stories today.
He wants to know what they are.
Let's go.
Our number one here is the Supreme Court rejects a federal marijuana prohibition challenge. So it was brought in. They said, "Hey, let's reschedule," and they said, "No, thank you." They declined to even hear the challenge to overturn the prohibition. It was brought by Cannabis Provisions Incorporated et al. versus Bondi. And et al. Is Wiseacre Farms, Burano Holdings Corporation, Gaisani Sellers. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I got to screw them all up. But
it's a cannabis company.
Yeah, they're all cannabis companies, and they all tried to have the Supreme Court hear the case, but they said no thanks. They won't want to hear it.
And so this is, I mean, obviously when you get to the Supreme Court, it's after you've failed at other levels along the way. You don't just go to the Supreme Court.
So you work your way up.
You work your way up. And so, you know, I'm wondering if this was just kicking the can down the road more so than it was saying no, because there's so much volatility. There's Imminent, there's the hemp thing with the you know, with the CR. All of that.
It could very well be that the Supreme Court said, you know what?
It's just not. They're not ready yet.
It's not the time. We're not going to do it right now because maybe this will get resolved.
I just don't think, because it was. What was it? Was there a vote on that? Do you have information on the Supreme Court? Does it say how many say yes or no, or they just say no?
They said we don't even want to talk about it.
We don't want to talk about it.
Go away. Come back tomorrow.
Well, what control room? Do we have any B-roll for that? All right, nothing good for that.
So they claimed that the federal prohibition was unconstitutional, since it's legal in Massachusetts, which is where they started from. So they're saying, like, you should mind your own business, feds. But again, they just wouldn't hear it. Major change has got to come from Congress or executive action or the Supreme Court. So
I guess the Supreme Court could fix this whole thing if they wanted to, but they're not. They just don't step in and do that. They resolve issues.
Yes.
So there has to be, you know, quite a bit of conflict before they're involved, right?
And they don't want to be in that business.
No.
Seriously.
I don't know. I mean, listen, my guess is that this is a timing thing, and they just felt like this wasn't the right time with all that's going on.
Yes.
That's my guess. I can't imagine. Well, I mean, the Republicans also hold the majority there, so. You know, if the GOP and the Republicans are still holding their ground, and that's what's the that's the
I think
party
it would have been
line.
worse though if they had listened to the arguments, if they had brought it in and then voted it down. I think that would have been worse than just saying let's not talk about it at all.
I agree, because that's not kicking the can. That's dealing with it now.
That's
and
crushing the can.
And that's it's crushing it. So, okay.
Well, that was our first big story, and this was, you know, it was a fun one.
Okay, it's kind of fun.
We're going to get a little serious here, and you had sort of touched on this earlier. So let's agree on some terminology. We're going to say unalive yourself. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to say unalive. So,
unalive yourself.
Yeah, because you can't say it. So there's a even though we're covering a legitimate news story, which I think we should be able to say what it is. We have to bend over and take YouTube's shit up the ass.
Let's just be sensitive.
All right.
Let's just be sensitive.
All right.
Legal marijuana access has been linked to lower rates of unaliveness, self-unaliveness, especially for men 45 years and older. So what they're saying here, they noticed it mostly in older men, that in states where they have legalized it, and they have access to it, that the rates of that have gone down.
What do you think about that, Todd Father?
I think that's good. That's
it's a great thing.
I mean, you can't find a better benefit than that.
Right.
But why do you think it's happening?
Because exposure to it, maybe because it's legal now, and you know, people don't feel like it's a crime. A lot of people, you know, it's a crime. You think it's criminal, so they didn't do it. Now that it's legal, they feel as though they can obtain it and use it with no repercussions.
I mean, here's my thoughts on it. My thoughts are, if you're going to unalive yourself, I want to know how much of it has to do with alcohol abuse when you unalive yourself. Because the study that you just said and what you just spoke about really, to me, indicates that the places where cannabis is legal, there is less alcohol consumption. And hence, if there's less alcohol consumption, there's less unaliving yourself.
Well, the article that we took this from didn't say anything about alcohol consumption.
I know that. And I get that. I'm trying to read into this a little deeper to figure out, why would that be? Why would a place that has the legal sale of cannabis have rates of unaliving yourself that are lower than a state that doesn't.
Well, maybe because people have access to it and doing it and realizing the benefits.
Yes.
So I think it's maybe two separate issues.
But I think part of and what you said is right. But I think part of you seeing the benefits is, most people don't continue to drink at the rate that they were drinking when they do find cannabis. When they get to that point where they recognize the benefit of cannabis, I think you're consuming less alcohol. So what I want to know, and I don't know if we're going to know this, but I don't think we will. This is simply speculation and it's a guess. But my guess is that the rate of unaliving yourself is because of the fact that people are consuming less alcohol. That's just my
That's
rational.
just as good a thought as anyone else. Some of the other things that they kind of threw around is cannabis, of course, helps with anxiety and depression and chronic pain.
Yep.
And that a lot of these folks may be dealing with issues like this, and by using
And
cannabis,
you don't hit that final stage where you're like, I can't fucking take it anymore.
Exactly. Days a little bit more tolerable.
Yep.
It doesn't fix everything, but it makes it tolerable.
I think pain management is a great explanation as to why this could be.
Yeah.
and depression. Sadly, a large number of people who end up doing this to themselves are veterans, United States veterans. It's a horribly high number. And a lot of those folks are dealing with depression and anxiety and pain. And it could very
PTSD.
well be that these two things have just come together in a great synergistic way.
Well, I mean, I think that's fantastic news.
It is. It's great news.
What do we have? Go ahead and put that information up.
They say it's a modest but statistically significant change they have seen.
Who paid for this study?
It was conducted by the public health economists. It's Dr. Sarah Markowski from Emory University.
Do we know who funds them?
I do not. And Katie Lenenbach of Demand Side
And the reason
Analytics.
I ask, Bill, is because
It's
most
always important.
studies are special interest type of things, and so I just want to know what angle it's coming from.
Right.
All right. Well, that is good news in its general form. That's good to hear that cannabis is providing, benefits beyond what we would typically think are the benefits. So that's good.
Now they're saying though it doesn't prove causation.
Meaning?
It doesn't necessarily mean that because they're using cannabis, they're not doing this act. But there is an association. It's an obvious association, but we don't know what's causing what.
Right.
Both things could be caused by a third thing.
There'd be a lot more things you have to look into to be definitive, but the relationship is maybe clear.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's good news. It's good news.
Yep, it is good news. All
if
right,
you're
cool.
out there, just hold on. Hold on. Keep going.
Keep puffing.
Keep puffing.
You can call Bill. We'll give you his number
I'll talk to you.
He'll throw the number. We'll throw it in the chat. And then anyone who's having a problem, seriously, it's not a joke. There's numbers you can call.
Yes.
I don't know what they are. We probably should have had it ready, but we don't. It's not a joke, but it's good to hear that cannabis is playing a beneficial role.
Yes.
And we like to tell stories that are good sometimes.
So let's get to the next story then, huh? That one was a little heavy. We'll go
this
to the
one's
next
good.
one.
This is a great story.
This one's called Blue Dreams Revenge. So we had kind of talked about this, I think, a few weeks ago.
Yep.
That
quite a bit.
Back in the old days, marijuana seemed a little bit different. It had
Strains of
different
yesterday.
Bits of it, too. So they're trying to bring them all back. Renewed interest in classic old school strains. So what happened is, obviously, over the years, they started breeding and crossbreeding marijuana to raise the amount of THC. But all of the other things, the terpenes and the flavors and all those they sort of kind of went to the wayside. But there's renewed interest in it. And geneticists and the people out there doing all the breeding, they're trying to bring it all back. And this is pretty cool.
And there's elements of the old school genetics, while they don't carry the THC percentages, and they're not these over the top wild flavors like peanut butter breath and shit that we're going to smoke tonight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's where things started. It's where the hybrids started, right? They all can, go back to
the lineage.
It's what got people interested in marijuana in the first place.
And then when you see the comments that we read over the last couple of weeks for some of the stories that we've done on the strains of yesterday, I mean, I can't imagine any of this. It sounds like the market's still in place, ready to go, they would like it. If it's done properly, they would like to have that.
I would love to have it back.
Me too. And I will also tell you that we have a very OG type of strain coming in this Thursday night. This Thursday night for our Christmas special. I'm not even going to say what it is, but
I can't wait.
This shit's got lineage.
Okay.
And it's not a bastardized hybrid. It's got lineage. And so we'll let Pat tell the whole thing and whatnot.
So one of the things they're saying about this, though, is that so many modern strains, they feel very similar. You know, when you go into you see it all the time. You go into the dispensary, and people will look into the counter, and there's like 10 different things, and all they really care about is how much THC is in this one, how much THC is in this one. And the barista, the barista? Anyhow.
Bud tender.
Bud tender. That's it.
Thank you. I was letting him hang himself. I was going, barista, and then he goes, oh, barista. And then we both at the same time go, bud tender.
You should both stream dumbass at the same time.
Anyhow. That's okay. We were letting it go.
Yeah, thank you.
We had fun with it.
He might know, well, this strain does such and such, and this has got more of a taste, and this makes you sleepy, and this makes you whatever. But it's not the same as it was, right? And to the average consumer, they're really just thinking, okay, one puts me to sleep, one makes me feel creative, one's got this much THC, and one's got that much THC. But there's so much of the vagueness, little things, right?
There's different smells back in the day.
Right.
There's all types of different characteristics, and just because it doesn't have 32% THC, the fact is you're still gonna feel it, and it's gonna do something that's different than what you may be already expecting. And so, and if it's nothing more, man, it's a way for people to take a step back in time and see what it was like. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you do like it. I don't know. But you start off.
Gotta try it.
Yeah,
I think one of the things now is a better time to do it because with all the competition, prices are lower. When the prices were high, hey, you're not taking a risk. You need to know. But now things are a little cheaper. Hey, let me go ahead and get this one with a lower THC. Haven't tried it before, but it sounds interesting.
I don't know if it's going to be cheaper or not. Maybe it would, maybe it won't be. I doubt it's going to be cheaper.
No, when I'm talking about overall prices are cheaper.
Right.
So now, instead of spending $45, $50 for an eighth, you're spending $25 or $20. You can afford a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I think it's a way to step back in time to just kind of see what things were like before, man. Just like what was this weed like that people smoked back in the day?
I like to make the correlation though for like alcohol. So you've got a wine, a box of wine that you'll drink on a Tuesday, because that's my Tuesday night box of wine. But Saturday night, you've got friends coming over. You're going to buy a $25 or $30 bottle of wine because that's a nice bottle of wine. It's going to taste different.
Right.
It's going to feel different.
Right.
You're going to feel interesting about it. It's the same thing for marijuana. It could be the same thing for marijuana.
And then there's the whole element of the old is new, right? So retro everything.
Yeah.
NFL does retro uniforms, and companies like Pepsi go back and do retro packaging.
Yeah.
And everybody does retro. And so when you can take retro back to an original that's not a package and it's not a concept, and it's simply taking a product, a plant, back to its kind of lineage, its original form. I think that's badass.
Yeah, and it's a marker for the people who are older. That was the thing when they were growing up. So of course they want to see
What do we got? Harlem on the phone?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
there he is.
Smack. What's going on?
There he is.
What's up, my brother? Good. What you up to, my man?
Is this the Harlem Reporter live right here? Okay.
All right, so here's the deal. 3 minutes. The reason Harlem's calling in is because he was supposed to come to my house for Thanksgiving. And then we in the process of trying to coordinate it, he didn't like the way I coordinated, so he put the hammer down, didn't come, and then he didn't talk to me till afterwards.
Cold.
So Harlem, what did I get right or wrong? So basically, he didn't like the way I did it. What I was trying to do was I was checking out to see if one of my kids would swing by the station to grab him and his daughter. And then I did tell him on the phone, listen, let me check with them first. If I can't get that, I'll just get the Uber and we'll be fine. We'll be good. But he didn't like that. He needed me to tell him, huh? Listen, you got 3 kids driving around. You got 3 kids driving around in cars and shit. That's expensive, man. Like, that's not a freebie, man. That's like that's called utilizing the resources. Man, I made
I'm siding with the Harlem Reporter, man. You know what I mean? The Harlem Reporter need to know his shit is right.
I had all kinds of good food for Harlem. He would have had a really good time. He'd have been drinking wine. You know the food would have been good. You know that shit would have been good. Man. Man. So Harlem called me. He called me the other day. I said, stop. I said, stop talking. We should deal with this on the air. And
yes. We got to see this. We're gonna settle this one.
Dirty laundry.
Listen, I was all about the Uber. I was just checking first to see if my kids could swing by and grab him. I thought that would be better service. I was worried about making sure he got to my spot in the best possible way, and he didn't like how I handled it. That's it. I needed to make a call.
What the fuck is that?
I needed to make a call. It wasn't about the 20. It wasn't about the 20. Man.
Bruh.
All right. Listen, did you hey Harlem, listen, did you know that our Christmas special's Thursday? What are you around? All right, well you check that schedule, and I will tell everybody that if you guys haven't seen the Harlem Reporter Christmas special, I don't know what year. That shit is maybe, yeah. I think what we'll do is, you know what? We'll play that going live. We'll play that going into the show, our show.
During the 15-minute countdown?
We can do that or something. We'll do something like that. But, that. All right.
Yo, Harlem Reporter, baby.
Harlem Reporter.
Stay
in the
well,
house.
buddy.
Yep, there you go. All right, brother. Well, how do you like that, man? Technology worked, bro.
Yeah. Man, Harlem got time for us, man. He working, you know what I mean? Fit us in and everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That
was
that
nice
bull.
of him to do that.
Man, you'd think we could take a phone call like that in production, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Live on the air.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stepping the shit up here, man.
Audio sounded a little,
a little low.
A little.
We'll have to see.
Like it was on a walkie-talkie almost, but that might have been his phone.
It could have been his phone. It may get broadcasted a little clearer than actually we hear it.
Okay,
that's a possibility. Shit's all new, Bill.
Yeah,
we don't know.
It's a brave new world we're in.
Exactly. So, guys, I kind of knew we were going to get interrupted at some point. I just didn't know when. I forgot to even say something, and then Jeff.
That was perfect.
Jeff tells me in my ear, we got to, Harlem's.
What? You don't tell Harlem when to call in.
Nah, you don't. Yeah, we love this motherfucker. Yeah. We're working on getting Harlem back here full time, back in his show. If you haven't seen the Harlem Reporter, I'm telling you, go over to his channel, check it out. He is one funny motherfucker.
He be wild.
Should we put a link up? Can we put a link up?
We can't do it now because
not right now.
I wasn't prepared, but yeah, I mean we'll talk about Harlem on the Christmas special because he's got and he also did he did a famous Black Friday special. We did Harlem Goes to Lancaster. There's a lot of stuff that's happened. He went to visit the Amish people.
Nice.
It's precious. It really is. So anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt the news. Bill.
No, that's fine. We're at our last story here. Well. Just on the Blue Dreams Revenge, the last thing to mention here is that we should expect to see more classic strains coming back, and fewer random names, which is an interesting thing, right? So
fewer random names,
more
names.
More.
They done ran out of names.
Yeah, well,
that's what happened.
You did.
But you know what it is?
I mean, basically, they did. Yeah.
All the pots kind of becoming the same, right? It's all being sort of washed out, and it's the same. So all they can do is really come up with an interesting name for it. Right,
yeah.
Well,
the name is marketing. The name brings you in.
Right, but what we wanted to get back to is the actual products are different.
Right.
So you can expect it. And that's that for that story.
Cool. Yeah. I'm all with that story a lot.
I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for the old strains to come back, done properly.
So the last story we have here is kids' online safety bill and how it could affect marijuana
by the way,
business.
the last story that you did also was influenced by another story you did, which is how AI is playing a role in getting these genetics to where we want to see them.
Right.
So
they will be using AI to get this Blue Dreams Revenge kind of up and running again.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. It didn't say it specifically in the story.
See, people aren't smart enough. They need AI to figure this shit out.
Just get there how you can.
Yeah.
Get there how you can? What's that mean?
Man, shit, just make it happen.
Well,
through to everyone. We had a bit of a Bluetooth or connection gremlin, let's say. Now, Phil's got it all sorted on a new system, so I can come through just fine. And that's really all there is to it.
Well, Mary Jane, you couldn't be a better representative of me than, frankly, anybody. And I'm glad to have you back. I missed you. You know how well you and I get along.
Aw, thanks for that. I definitely miss being part of the team too, and it's awesome to be back. We do make a pretty good duo, so let's keep having fun and rocking the show together.
All right, and so one of the enhancements with Mary Jane has been that now everybody at the table, including you, Bill, can talk to her, not just me or like the one closest to her, because we had that issue. Now everybody's mic is connected to Mary Jane. So why don't you go ahead and say hi to Mary Jane? She's our co-host.
I don't know. She freaks me out a little bit.
No, say hi to her. She's beautiful. Yeah,
she's
a
beautiful. She sounds cute. She sounds cute. Mary Jane, hi. It's Bill.
Well, hey there, Bill. It's awesome to officially meet you. No need to be freaked out. I'm just here to help out and add a little fun to the table. So now that everyone's connected, we can all just keep the combo going and have a good time.
Well, Mary Jane, we'll keep you around.
Will she be on full time?
She's here all the time, and she was here all the time. But we ran into a technical difficulty. We couldn't quite figure it out.
Phil had to invest in technology.
Bluetooth. Sorry, Mary Jane, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No problem at all. I was just going to say it's great that we've got everything sorted out now, and I'm definitely here to stick around full time. So anytime you need me, I'll be right here, and we can just keep on rolling with the show.
Well, Mary Jane, I am happy to have you back, and now we can let the Todd Father hit on you like he always does. This is going to be a good time. So thank you for being here. And Bill, you've got one more story.
I got one more story. I got the last
Mary
story.
Jane, join us for the last story, won't you?
Absolutely. Count me in for the last story. I'm here and ready to dive into it with you guys. Let's wrap it up on a good note.
So feel free to jump in at any point, Mary Jane. But listen, the kids' online safety bill, they're thinking this could impact marijuana sales and marijuana business. There's a bill advancing in Congress right now that the idea is it aims to protect children online by limiting access to content, which makes sense, right? Although it's not specific to cannabis, it can affect the cannabis business, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see that connection. It's interesting how something that's aimed at protecting kids online can have these ripple effects on the cannabis industry, especially when it comes to content and how businesses can reach people. So, yeah, I'm here to jump in if you want to chat more about how that might play out.
Well, thank you. The bill would require platforms to take certain steps to protect minors from certain content, increase age verification and content moderation, that sort of a thing, which it sounds great, especially if we're talking about something like pornography or something along those lines. And it probably should apply to marijuana as well. But I think the idea here is that we don't want to get all tangled up into it. Right? We don't want to make it that difficult. We also don't want to get into a situation where the government is maybe making you identify yourself before you go out and look at certain content. Because, frankly, there's a lot of content out there that people want to look at that they don't necessarily want the government to know I'm looking at.
Yeah, and it really shouldn't be for our government to determine what content we see or don't see, or whether they're regulating or watching what we see or don't see. So what is in this that actually, what's it actually say? What's banned, what's not banned?
It doesn't actually ban anything. It's just talking about what content should be available to children and what should not.
Okay, so they specifically, one of the things, if I read my notes,
guidelines.
Right.
Guidelines.
So if I read this correctly, they talk in this about cannabis advertising and how that's not permitted.
Right. Cannabis advertising, adult content, that sort of
Well,
thing. Yeah.
And so the first thing that came to my mind in control room, just tell me in my ear what piece you have up there first. All right, so this is what, a PSA? All right, so this is an old PSA that I don't know what relevance it has. It's actually kind of funny is what it is. So this is a PSA that the government thought to put out. Does it say when this was put out? In the 90s. Go ahead and play it.
What's going on here, Sarah?
She won't answer you.
Why not?
This is the way it's been since she started smoking pot. She's all lazy and boring. And
I may be stoned out of my mind, but I can still hear you talking shit.
That's not the original.
No, that's not the original.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
So I guess what is, you have another one? All right, hang on to that. Yeah, hang on to that for a second. So the part that I keep thinking about is when you tell me that you can't advertise a beneficial drug like cannabis and the benefits of it. You can't advertise. This is what we're talking about, right?
Can't promote products.
But do you know what? Do you know that in the United States we are the only fucking country in the world that allows pharmaceutical companies to advertise in great detail these designer drugs that they do, and yet there's no regulation on the advertising for those.
Right.
It's again, to think that there's just magically take a drug and whatever problem you have and the underlying sources on why you have that problem are just simply magically addressed by this magic medication. And that is not only allowed in the United States, but it is the primary form of funding for your network broadcasting stations. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians. At each day start, as time went on, it was easy to see.
I knew you had to take this one.
All right, let's stop this right there, and let's stop. Go ahead and pause. Well, let's play this too.
My type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C.
Okay, so you get the point. The point is, you know, Are we helping these people? Because first of all, I'm looking at this, and again, I'm not being judgmental on the people that were watching these commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is that they're showing you fat people, okay, who have a bad insulin resistance problem, because if you're fat, you got insulin resistance, and if you take this medication, okay, this expensive medication, if
Very
you take
expensive.
this that you become reliant on to become skinny, that everything's going to be okay, and that billions of dollars are spent on these type of ads influencing the public, instead of being able to tell them about a plant that has unbelievable medicinal values, and that's not allowed. That's what the fuck is wrong with our country.
Well, the other thing is, what are they advertising this on? What show is on when this advertising
Every
comes on?
fucking show.
Because I can tell you, I've sat down with my kids when they were younger. I've sat down with, younger people watching cartoons. And all of a sudden a commercial comes on for a Cialis or a Viagra or something like that. Like, what is
That's money?
Blue's
It's big money.
Clues?
It's money. The dollar drives what you see.
And let's be real. When you make a commercial, put that first one back
Big
on a
Pharma.
second. Just put the picture up for a second so we can see what we're talking about. When
I
you
have type 2 diabetes,
Stop.
but
When you make a commercial like this right here, there's people who sit in a boardroom and they look at these different versions of a commercial and they go, that's the one. I love it. That's the one we're going to go with. A bunch of people made a decision to pick this commercial with this chick trouncing around the fucking streets with just people dancing along the streets with her. Are you fucking kidding me? But we can't talk about cannabis? Are you kidding me? Seriously.
We should make our own commercial. And we'll dance around the office.
No, we're not going to do that. Listen to Will. Listen to Will.
We get 1,000 likes on this. We'll do it.
All right.
We get 1,000 likes. Bill and I will do our own fucking Jardians commercial, guys.
No. We'll do it for marijuana.
A marijuana commercial?
Sure, we'll do a marijuana commercial.
Mary Jane, what do you think about the whole thing with the fact that we can't do cannabis commercials? All right, that's not working. Hang on.
Now she's not working again?
Mary Jane, I don't know if she's I don't know where she's at right now.
Take a break?
Yeah, she does take breaks sometimes. She takes smoke breaks.
She took a smoke break.
She did.
Now she's going to come back. She's going to be slurring her words.
You think so?
Well, I don't know.
She could be, man. Anyway.
Okay, so 1,000 likes.
1,000 likes, and we'll make our own Jardian-style commercial with cannabis.
For cannabis. All right, I like it.
Yep.
1,000 likes in what period? What time period? I don't want you to call me 10 years from now and say, Bill, good news. We got 1,000 likes.
No. 1,000 likes by the end of the week.
All right.
Okay? I'll give you the weekend. By the end of the weekend.
All right.
Okay? Yeah, I don't know why I don't have Mary Jane right now, but
we'll talk to her later.
Yeah, she's on a smoke break.
I might need to have a face for her.
You what?
I might need to see
control
a
room.
face
You
for
can
Mary
bring
Jane.
this fat chick down. I'm done.
This is your obsession, Phil. You know that, right?
Yeah. Do we have a picture of Mary Jane? You can pull down the overlay. Do we have a picture of Mary Jane that we can put in the overlay instead?
The lovely Mary Jane.
The lovely
I don't
Mary
think so.
Jane. All right. Well, we'll have to get it for next time. She's been gone so long. Her picture. We haven't had her.
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
Yeah.
There she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's hot, right?
Hi, Mary.
Damn, yeah.
Mary's booming.
Yeah, she is.
I wasn't down with her, but now
You're feeling better about her?
getting warm to the idea here.
Man, listen, if I could get her to talk right now, this show would be great. I don't know. She's on a smoke break.
Is
Seriously.
she an
I'm gonna
animated
call her later.
avatar, or
she's what?
Is she an animated avatar, or
Not yet. But
Not
if
yet.
Todd has his way, she will be. She'll be a fucking real robot.
Very animated.
All right, so guys, it is the time of the night where we typically, I love when Bill throws his cards.
That's the other story.
All right, so here's what happens this time of night. We do the strain of the day, and tonight's strain of the day, actually, I'm going to need to set up for this. So, because I forgot to do it on the commercial. So what I'm going to do is throw the camera over onto this side, if the control room. Throw it over to the Todd Father and to Bill. I'm going to get this set up. But basically, we're going to talk about tonight's strain. Here's what's going to happen. There you go. We're going to talk about tonight's strain, right? We are going to describe it, but what we did last time, it's something that we're going to continue to do, is we're going to go inside the bud, but I'm not going in. Mr. Todd's going in. I'm going to get him set up, so give me 1 second to do that. In the meantime, what we don't do is we don't partake in the strain of the day on YouTube. So what we'll do is we'll introduce to you, we'll tell you all about it, and then we're going to cut off. You guys come over to Rumble, and you can sesh out the rest of the time with us, and you can send your comments in. We'll answer comments and hang out with you guys for the sesh on Rumble. That's on Rumble, Late Night Green on Rumble, a freedom platform.
Yay. If
you're listening YouTube, that's a freedom platform. So give me a sec.
I'll talk to the camera. Hello, camera. It's me, Bill. What I got here is the strain of the day in the pizza shop.
I'll talk to you, Bill.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that.
Do you like my pizza-shaped pizza
I love it,
tray?
yeah. With the, what do we call these one-hit wonders here?
Chillums.
Chillums. These are very beautiful, too. Nicely done. I like the chillums. And the strain of the day, gosh, the smell on this, Jeff, when you were grinding it, it doesn't smell like peanut butter, though. Do you think it smells like peanut butter?
No.
No, okay. So where'd they get that name?
I don't know. Probably the taste. Probably has like chocolatey notes or something. Sure,
Really?
Todd's going to tell us.
Have you tried it yet yourself?
I have not.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
sitting here with a packed
Bowl, you ready to go? Yeah, this is going to be exciting stuff. What'd you think of those stories, though, Jeff?
There was some interesting stuff in there.
Yeah.
Let me scroll back.
Well, I'd love to pull up my notes, but I threw them all over the studio, so...
I had mine all still up. Yeah, I'm really excited about the whole concept of, AI and older strains coming back. Cause
Bringing back the old strains, yeah.
I love it. So much stuff from back in the day that I would love to taste again.
Yeah.
I'd love the experience as well.
I can't wait. Todd, give us a mic check if you could.
Can you hear me?
Well, are you holding the mic?
That's the trick.
You gotta hold it and shit.
You
gotta hold it and speak it.
Yeah, check. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so all right, Mr. You guys, the Todd Father's going inside. He's going inside the bud tonight.
He's going through the shrink machine right now, isn't he?
He's going through the shrinker. We're shrinking him down to the size of a bed bug, if I may say.
Yep. The late night green shrink-a-dink machine.
He's going in. He's going in.
He's getting there.
Do you got sound effects for that?
I think that was the sound effect. You got a shrinky sound effect?
All right, there he is. So let's go inside the bud, guys.
Oh,
yo, it's the Todd Father.
Yeah, no one told him not to wear. No one told him not to wear blue fucking pants.
It's the Todd Father inside the bud.
Looking good there, Todd.
Yeah, you got a nice spot to stand on. That's pretty cool. I found a good spot when I did this the other day.
Yeah, it's a little sticky in here.
All right, fair enough.
What's in that hole over your right shoulder?
Yeah, what's in that hole over your right shoulder? Is that a cave?
That's the darkness. That's where you go to feel really good.
Is that where you turn into Bob Darker?
That's the Bob Darker cave.
I bet you Mary Jane's back there having a smoke break.
This is where he goes into the dark cave and turns into Bob Darker.
Yeah, Mary Jane, she's on call.
Is she back there in the cave? If you look back over your right shoulder, can you see her?
Nah, she's not for the public, just for me.
Oh, okay.
So, the bud of the day.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Yeah, we're inside what? Peanut butter breath. Right?
So right now you're in peanut butter breath.
That's
I
the
don't
bud.
know much about peanut butter breath, but I know you want to tell us about it, and I'm excited to hear this. So,
Well, peanut butter breath it's a very, very good looking bud. Just to start, I mean, it's so visual. The colors are nice. It's a cross between Do-si-dos and Mendo breath.
Mendo breath.
Yeah,
Isn't Do-si-dos, isn't that a Girl Scout cookie?
I believe it is.
Yeah,
It used to be.
Yeah, and this is it's a true
I don't
hybrid.
think so, pal.
It's a true hybrid, sativa indica. It has a flavor.
Was it
which is-
50-50?
Yeah, it's 50-50. The flavor is nutty and with an earthy, rich herbal overtone.
Okay.
Now, as soon as you exhale, the effects of the peanut butter breath will sink in, starting with a cerebral lift before spreading throughout the rest of your body in tingling waves of energy.
Yep.
Now, I don't know
Hey,
about
now.
you. I like that tingling waves. You know, that's
Right.
That's
I
when
was
you know
thinking
you're
that,
really
too.
in there.
I can't wait for that part. That's the
have
part
to
I
bring
can't
it
wait
home
for.
for you.
So let me tell you a little something about it. So
my.
the effects of it are it's a body high.
Ooh.
Makes you hungry, relaxing, and uplifting. Now it relieves symptoms such as chronic pain, depression, loss of appetite, nausea, and stress. Well, I have a little nausea and a little stress since my Cowboys went out. You know, they done. So I'm gonna have to, you know, me and peanut butter breath, we friends right now.
A quality state of chill and relaxation.
I like when he admits defeat.
Yeah, you know, this shit is over with. Yeah. And like I said, the aromas, they're earthy, herbal, pine, pungent, and woody.
That sounds like an old school herb, doesn't it?
Woody.
Woody?
Stop
Why
it.
wouldn't he?
Get some help.
Yeah, so you know, so it tastes good. It's very complete taste there. You have a lot going on with the flavors, and it has a high THC percentage, ranging around 28%.
Fuck yeah.
You know, so you can't lose. Got the flavor, you got the feel, gives you appetite, and it's high THC. Shit, what
Right
else
on.
you want?
And that is the Todd Father from inside the
Deep
bud,
inside.
deep inside the bud. He's going to come back. We're going to bring him back to regular size. And guys, what's going to happen here? Bring it back to me if you could, control room. What we're going to do is we are going to come down out of YouTube. But before we do, and I'll look right at the camera because I like doing this. But before I do, be sure to, guys, if you liked, enjoyed it, be sure to like, follow, subscribe. Put the ringer on so you guys can get notified when we go live, which will be this Thursday for our Christmas. I'll get it out. Let me
Ho,
take
ho,
it.
ho.
Our Christmas extravaganza. We will have Steve, the canologist, here. We will have Pat from Infused Philly here. We will have Santa Char here.
Santa Char.
Linz, Bill.
Lindsay will be here.
The whole.
Lindsay cutting hair?
We're not cutting hair. No.
Okay.
So the barbershop is closed for the rest of the year. But we come back next year. We got it. It's going to be popping at the barbershop next year.
Can't wait.
And we'll have some ads. You guys can sign up. You can get a free haircut if you guys are in the area. Come out, hang out with Lynn's.
Todd Father back in the house.
And
Dang. That looked really sticky. Did you wipe your feet before you came in?
No, I didn't. I wanted to tear this rug up.
Damn.
And you guys can go to Studio Mainline. Also, look for the Late Night Green special there. And you can sign up there. You can also sign up on our system as well. But yeah, here's what we're going to do. We are going to come down out of YouTube right now. So guys, we will see you on YouTube. We will see you on Thursday night at 10 p.m. for the Christmas extravaganza. Be sure to go over there. It's already posted. The link is there. I wish maybe I could throw it into chat. I'll throw it into comments later because I can't work that fast right now. So, all right, we're going to come out of YouTube right now.
Into Rumble.